Here's an example, guys, of a chapter, an ayah from the Quran, Surah Yasin, ayah 22. Surah Yasin, ayah 22. It says here in the Arabic, in the last two words, actually three last words, wa means end, right? End. Some reason they didn't add it here in the English. As always, English is always messed up, but it says wa ilayhi turja'un, wa ilayhi turja'un. So you have to return basically to Allah, right? If we read the English, and what is the matter with me that I should know, not worship Him, meaning Allah who created me, whereas it is towards Him that you are to return. So you are going to return to Allah. But here is a mistake. Is if there's an Arabic speaker among us, and I hope there is at least one Arabic speaker who can confirm what I have to say. Is there an Arabic speaker? Give me one if there's an Arabic speaker who knows a little grammar rules. Linda, Joshua, do you know a little grammar? I hope you have at least basic grammar skills. Okay, you have Arabian princesses with us also. Oh, so we have at least two ladies who know Arabic. That's awesome, man. So you can confirm. Now, guys, before I start, I really need to say something important. I myself, I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert when it comes to Arabic grammar. I'm not a scholar in the Arabic language. I'm not a professor. I don't teach at university, right? But my Arabic skills, my basic Arabic skills, let me try to be humble. My basic Arabic skills of the Arabic grammar are good enough to teach Allah His own Qur'an. Did you hear it? Did you catch it? My basic Arabic grammar skills are enough to teach Allah and His fraud, so-called illiterate Prophet Muhammad some Arabic lessons. Right? And I can make mistakes. I can make mistakes, but Allah, if Muslims claim that Allah is divine and He's giving a divine book, which is called the Quran, He should not make mistakes. Right? It's a supposedly divine book, uncorrupted. Not one letter is changed, right? That's what Muslims always say. There are no grammar rules. There are no grammar mistakes. That's what they always parrot. So let us see if that's true. Here is a problem. Let me now try to make it clear, guys. I created a slide for you. Here's my slide that I put a lot of work. Guys, I put a lot of work in my slides. As you know, guys, hours and hours and hours in these slides that we create for you, for the truth. Right, guys? And it's for free. Everything we do is for free, guys. So please, copy my material. Download my videos. You have my permission. You have my permission to download my videos. Stop asking me. If you go to my About page, you'll see a Q&A section where it says you are allowed to download my videos, share them, use them. They are for free. Keep them free, please. And if it's not too much asked, put my credentials, my credits in the description box, just so that people can see who the owner of the videos. That's it. That's the only thing I am asking from you. All right, this is the same chapter, guys. Look, chapter Yasin, Surah Yasin, ayah 22. And here is the disaster in front of you. The topic, basically, what is going on is Allah is making a mistake from the speaker. So he's basically talking about the speaker, the one who is in the sentence, the speaker to the addressee. من المتكلم إلى المخاطب, right? That's what we call it in Arabic. And here in front of you already you see the disaster in red here. This is the Quran, guys. The grammatically wrong, and in the last three words. وَإِلَيْهِ تُرْجَعُونَ تُرْجَعُونَ. Emotional damage. That's a mistake. Grammatically, Allah should have said, وَإِلَيْهِ أَرْجِعُوا. وَإِلَيْهِ أَرْجِعُوا, not تُرْجَعُونَ. I mean, an Arabic speaker from the Middle East, if he went to school and he took basic grammar teachings, let's say, He should have. He would immediately see, hey, this cannot be from God. Here we have a mistake. So this is the part, guys. This is the translation that I put also for you, and to whom you'll be returned, to Allah, basically, right? So it's not. It should not be turja'un. It should be arji'u. Arji'u. That's mistake number one. Do you see it, guys? You don't need to be a genius to see the difference in front of you, right, guys? Most of you don't know why it's a mistake, but I'm just showing you why it's a mistake. I'm just showing you how the correct way it should be. So wa ilayhi arji'u, but the Quran says wa ilayhi turja'un, turja'un, arji'u. That's the correct way. There are more examples like these. Let us continue. Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah 87. Look at this one. The ayah is very long, but I'm going to only talk about the most essential part where the mistakes are. It says here, فَفَرِيقًا كَذَّبْتُمْ. So a team or a group you have made liars. You call them liars, right? A group you call them liars. Well, this is a really bad translation. Just a second, guys. What else is new? Let's see. Maududi, maybe, I don't know. Maududi maybe can do a better job. Rebellious against him? No, that's not. It should be you are calling them liars. I want a better translation, man. What about Yusuf Ali? Let's see. Yusuf Ali maybe is doing a better job. I mean, you got one job to do, Muslim translators. Here. This is close. Some of them, some of these people you are calling, and I think it's talking about messengers. Okay, about messengers. So some of these messengers you called liars, imposters, and others you kill. And it says here, فَفَرِيقًا كَذَّبْتُمْ وَفَرِيقًا تَقْتُلُونَ وَفَرِيقًا تَقْتُلُونَ. And here is the disaster, guys, here in this part. The problem, the disaster, the mistake is in that part. And here I try to make another slice for you guys, another to make it more clear. It should be, right? The problem is from the past to the present tense. Allah does not know the difference between past, past form of the sentence and the present tense. I have to teach Allah in the Arabic that. It says in the Quran, and the red is always mistake, right, guys? فَفَرِيقًا كَذَّبْتُمْ وَفَرِيقًا تَقْتُلُونَ. تقتلون, تقتلون. Grammatically, the correct way it should be فَفَرِيقًا كَذَّبْتُمْ وَفَرِيقًا قَتَلْتُمْ. Not قتل, تقتلون. It should be قتلتم, from past to the present tense. So Allah is messing up present tense with past. Allah does not know the difference between the past form of a sentence, using the past, mixing it with present tense. And here, Linda, Joshua, thank you, sister. As an Arabic speaker, you just confirmed exactly. So you are agreeing with me. Thank you for being here to confirm that there's a mistake. There's a mistake. So there's a mistake here. Some you here I myself. You see, guys, I told you so now and then I will make mistakes. Some you believed, or some you belied. Oh, no, I did not make a mistake. Thanks, Lord, I did not make a mistake. Some you belied. So some of them you call liars. This is a correct word, actually. Oh, wait. So I did not make a mistake. Some you belied, and some you killed. Right? You killed. قتلتم. قتلتم, not تقتلون. تقتلون. Allah again confusing. Allah is all over the place. Muslims, why are you believing the words of your imams, parroting what you have always learned from them? Because you only hear and obey. And a very famous sentence, right? A very famous sentence. Illi tamantak tazandak, from the scholars. The one who uses logic becomes an atheist. So you Muslims are not allowed to question. The moment you start to use your logic, your brains, you have to leave Islam. you have to leave Islam, right? And another famous sentence is سمعنا وأطعنا. We heard and we obeyed. So you have only to hear, you have to listen and obey what the Imams are saying. You are not allowed to think for yourselves, right? Actually, Muslims claim that he's outside of creation, soccer films. But yeah, you're correct. He's not allowed to be all over the place, but he's doing that. Allah is a munafiq. Allah is a hypocrite. That's a good one, actually. Allah is a munafiq. He's all over the place. He is switching between past and present and using, Allah himself is using the Quran like toilet paper. But what we actually can confirm is, what we can conclude, that this Quran is written by men like you and me who can make mistakes. Men, scribes who are making mistakes. And till today, Muslims are reciting all of these ayahs without any knowledge. They memorize from birth, right? At the moment they start to speak, the parents send them to madrasas to memorize and memorize and memorize all these ayahs. I mean, if you send a kid, let's say a kid that is maybe 6 years old, his brain is like a sponge. Of course, he can memorize, right? But does such a child, when he finally grows older and he becomes, let's say, 18 years, and he finally memorized all these chapters and ayahs of the Quran, does he know what he memorized? Does he understand what he memorized? Even if he's from Pakistan who doesn't know Arabic or Afghanistan? No, of course not. And that's what the problem with all these Muslims, right? Let us continue, guys. So again, this one is correct. I am correcting Allah. I'm helping Allah to fix the grammar. And there was a famous a guy who used to work for the newspaper in Saudi Arabia. He said he said to the government, to the Saudi government, I'm not sure if they killed him or they fired him at least. He used to work for a newspaper, and he said there are at least 2,500 grammar spelling mistakes. Please, Saudi government, please order the imams and the scholars to fix all these disasters. But who would dare to play with the Quran and change it? I mean, we're going to show you that not even Omar, not even Uthman, not any of them, not Ali would dare to play with the Quran. So what about today's Muslims? Do you think the Al-Azhar University, the Al-Azhar University, who are responsible basically for the Hafs Quran of today, and again, this is Hafs, right? Do you think they would dare to correct all these mistakes? They know they are here, but they would not dare to talk about them. So, qataltum is the correct way, not taqtilun, as here in the Arabic. Mistake.
Emotional damage.
All right. Now, guys, like I said earlier, Allah keeps making mistakes, the same mistakes over and over. Allah mixing the masculine forms of words and feminine forms of words. Again, in Semitic languages, there are also in the Aramaic, Syriac, you have, for certain words, you have masculine and you have feminine forms of words. I don't think you have that in English. No, I don't think so. You don't have that, but you certainly have it in the Arabic. So you can't use masculine and feminine at the same time, right? You can't do that. There are some grammar rules in the Arabic language. And guys, the grammar rules are really, really difficult in the Arabic. Arabic sometimes even give the most expert ones headaches, right? Anyway, it seems that Allah does not know the difference between masculine and feminine words, and He keeps messing them up, mixing them in one sentence, in the same sentence. And here are some examples. Here's chapter 2, ayah 38. Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah 38. It says here, Minni Huda. But wait, that's a mistake. That's a mistake. It should not be from me, because Allah is starting with Qulna, right? Look, if we play the recording. Qulna. We said, plural, right? Plural. So Allah starts with plural. Allah said, we, plural. So when you start with plural, you have to continue with plural. not with singular. So this is a singular problem, right? Singular problem, not like I said, masculine. But we're going to bring those examples too. Just wait for a second, guys. So here we have, right, singular versus plural. So if Allah wanted to say it correctly, He should have said the following: Qulna. So Allah said, we said, minni, from me. So how can you start with plural and do you change it to singular? That's not allowed in the Arabic grammar rules. You start with plural, you have to continue with plural. So it should be from us, not from me. You see it, right, guys? Take a screenshot. It should be from us, not from me. And here's the mistake: we, and then Allah continues with me. Uh-oh. So it should be minna, not minni. The correct way is minna, from us. Bam!
Emotional, damn it!
Is there any Muslim who would dare to call me? Let me open Skype, actually. Let me open Skype. Elias says, Elias, the parrot, I love to call him a parrot. He seems like a really nice guy, but he's a parrot. He says, Rob Christian, show me one sheikh that acknowledges I mean, I think you're not like Allah. I thought my English is bad, but anyway, any with an E, any grammar mistakes in the Quran, and I will believe you. I challenge you to find one sheikh who agrees with you. You know what? Let me turn the challenge back to you. Let me give you the ball back. I challenge you to call your sheikh and say, there's a guy called Rob Christian. He claims that there are grammar and spelling mistakes in the Quran. Can you please call him and please become the hero of the ummah? There are many people becoming apostates. There is a huge tsunami coming and it will knock over the ummah. Many Muslims will turn apostates, especially the ones who are seeing what we're showing, right? I mean, you don't need to be a genius to see the disaster, Elias. Don't try to tell me that you need to be an expert not seeing the disaster. When you start with plural, you have to continue with plural. But here Allah is continuing with singular. You don't need to be a sheikh to see the problem already. But if you claim that your sheikh knows Arabic, let him call me and let's see what I'm going to do to him live on air in front of everybody. Pinky promise, are you going to say to your sheikh, there's a guy, Rob Christian, please, he's destroying our Quran, he's destroying Allah, and he's saying that literally, Allah is literally illiterate like our Prophet. Allah doesn't know Arabic. And this Rob Christian, this kafir, is saying that Allah should go back to school and learn basic Arabic grammar and retake his grammar exams. And maybe Allah can take his illiterate prophet with him so that Muhammad finally can learn Arabic too. Is that a good challenge? Is that are you going to pinky promise to ask your sheikh? I mean, you don't tell me you never spoke to your imam. So if you go to your sheikh, ask him, call Rob Christian. I'll see what I'm going to do to him. I'm going to force your sheikh, your imam. Yeah, I'm going to do the belly dance, maybe the monkey dance. All right, if he dares to call me. You need a sheikh. You need to be a sheikh to see disasters already. I mean, guys, I told you in the beginning, I'm going to try my best to make things very clear, and they are really clear, right? You don't need to be an expert. You don't even need to know Arabic to see the disaster in front of you, because I am putting everything crystal clear on the screen, brothers and sisters. You don't need to be a sheikh or an Arabic speaker. I did your homework for you, right? I'm going to make your shaky sheikh falafel. Yeah, we're going to make some falafel and hummus on the side from your sheikh. We're going only to use the sheikh as, groceries. And Linda Joshua, she's going to help me because she's a Syriato, right? She's an Aramaic Syriac speaker. This sister, I know, that these ladies can really make delicious, delicious falafel. And Linda, I really believe that you have a really good recipe for falafel and hummus. Yeah, he's going to become Sheikh Hummus. Trust me. Trust me. All right, guys, I really hope that I'm not putting you asleep. with all these Arabic stuff on the screen in the Quran, but I'm trying my best because nobody is doing what we do. What we do, and I'm not trying again. I'm not trying to brag, but since nobody is doing it, I have to do it. I have to do it. And guys, my videos are yours. They are for free. Please take notes and use my material. Please, brothers and sisters, we have to help these Muslims, these gullible, these parrots who call themselves Muslims of today. Here is another example. Again, plural, the difference between plural and singular. Allah does not know the difference between plural forms of words and singular forms of words. Surah Al-Hud, Surah Al-Hud, chapter 11 of the Quran, ayah 90. I only took a screenshot and I added my notes here for you to make it easier. It says here in ayah 90 of chapter 11 of the Quran, واستغفروا ربكم ثم توبوا إليه إن ربي إلى آخر الآية, to the rest of the ayah. Why is the problem, Rob? Well, here in the beginning and almost in the end, in the last part and in the beginning. Why, Rob? Because Allah is starting with plural ربكم, ربكم, but for some reason he continues with the Rabbi, singular. You cannot do that. You cannot start with plural in the Arabic grammar or the Arabic grammar rules and then suddenly change your mind and use Rabbi, Rabbi, my Lord, my Lord. It's plural versus singular here. So I have to help Allah again. I am fixing the Quran. I'm helping Allah. Remember, Allah in chapter 47, ayah 7 is asking the help of Muslims. I'm not a Muslim, I'm a kafir, but at least I'm trying to help Allah because Muslims are not helping Allah. They are not fixing His Quran. For the last 1400 years, there are mistakes. So it should not be this word here that you see here, guys. Do you see it? Rabbi. This word, do you see it, guys? Give me one if you're seeing it. Rabbi. Rabbi should be Rabbakum, like the first word here. Rabbakum. It should not be singular. It should be Rabbakum. In green, as always, is the correct way. So this word should be Rabbakum. Because Allah is talking about your Lord. He should have continued with your Lord, not my Lord. Rabbi, my Lord. You see, guys, even here, I put a red line because Allah is making mistakes. Allah is confused and He uses both forms of words. He starts with plural form, yet He continues with singular. Uh-oh. Emotional damage. What an idiot this Allah is, man. Again, we should ask Allah to go back to school and retake his basic Arabic grammar exams and take his, since he's doing it anyway, he's going to do it. I'm forcing Allah to retake his Arabic exams. Let him take also his illiterate prophet with him. Maybe finally Muhammad will learn Arabic. So Muslims, how can you claim that this Quran is a divine book from God? Else, if we have to go by your logic, that means Allah cannot be divine. Allah is da'if. Allah is weak. Allah does not know basic Arabic grammar. Again, you don't need to be an expert to see the disaster in front of you. You cannot use plural and singular at the same time. Emotional damage. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here is more. Here I took a screenshot, guys, from Qur'an or nquran.com. There's a very famous website called nquran.com where you can compare basically different Quran versions. Let's say the Hafs versus the Qalun versus the Warsh and so on. nquran.com. And I am sure people like Brother Phil Herrera can provide the link for chapter 6, ayah 55. Can you do that, Brother Phil Herrera? Help me out here, brother. nquran.com. Okay, nquran.com. Here is a sentence. Here is a sentence that, or an ayah in chapter 6, ayah 55. This is, as you see, the Hafs Quran, Hafs version. Hafs an Asim. Hafs from Asim. Hafs is the liar. Remember, liar, thief. He's the liar and thief, and all of his hadith is rejected. And his teacher Asim was demented. He was demented. He used to forget what he used to memorize. So how can you trust these people? Imagine, guys, the so-called golden chain for the Quran, the golden chain, the chain of narration. The last two people, one of them is demented, and the other guy is a thief. All of his hadith is rejected, and he's not to be trusted. He is a liar, and so on. How can you trust these people? Anyway, that's not the topic of today, but I'm giving you some information about these people. Amazing that Muslims are putting their trust in the Hafs Quran. It's amazing. That's a miracle, brother. A miracle that nobody can explain. As you see, guys, Allah is starting with a couple of feminine words, right? Couple of feminine words. And the first word is al-ayati, al-ayati. And then he continues with another word here, and I made it, I tried to make it more clear for you. وَلَا يَسْتَبِينَ وَلَا يَسْتَبَ. This is a really difficult word. وَلَا يَسْتَبِيَنَّ, right? وَلَا يَسْتَبَنَّ subuli or subulu. Look, sabilu, sorry, sabilu. Guys, I'm making mistakes. It's okay. This is difficult sometimes for me too, but it says sabilu, sabilu, sabilu. What Allah is doing is He's starting with the ayat, with the verses, right? And then He continues with another word, feminine word, feminine, feminine. And the last word here is masculine, sabilu. Uh-oh, you can't do that. This word should have been also feminine. You can't use feminine, feminine, and then suddenly masculine, right? You can't use all three words should have been feminine, as you see. So let us help Allah. Let us change sabilu into sabila, sabila, with the fatha here on top on the letter alif, right? On the letter lam, right? Sabila, not sabilu. So as you see, what is going on is, maybe you have noticed, this is all hafs, right? Hafs, for example, khalaf, Khalaf and Hafs agree, but Qalun version, the Qalun an-Nafi, Qalun version of the Quran here does have the correct word, as you see. It says here sabila. So I am using the Qalun to fix the Hafs. I am using the Qalun version, as you see this time, right? To use the Hafs and to fix the Hafs. Qalun fixes the Hafs. So Muslims, why are you using Hafs? Why are you using Khalaf? Remember Khalaf who used to be a drunkard? That's Khalaf. Remember, guys? Khalaf, Al-Kisai, drunkards, homosexuals, yes. All these rawis, all these people who are responsible for all these readings of the Quran, all these versions, they were used to be all drunkards and homosexuals. Amazing, amazing. So guys, the Qalun fixes the Hafs. Sabila. Sabila is correct way. Sabila is correct. Feminine, feminine, and again feminine. But Hafs said Sabilu, masculine. So Muslims, why are you making Hafs the popular Quran? It should be, in this case, the Qalun for this ayah. Right? Is there any Muslim? Yes, the Qalun version fixes, the Qalun versions fixes the Hafs. The Qalun version fixes the Hafs. Not only the Hafs, as you see, also the Khalaf. Khalaf also contains the mistake. Khalaf version, Khalaf and Hamza, contains also a mistake. Hafs contains a mistake, but the Qalun fixes both the Hafs and the Khalaf versions of the Quran. Qalun version fixed the error in the Hafs and also the Khalaf. Two birds with one stone. This is called halal fun, yeah, the halal fun. I am having fun in exposing Allah's Quran. At least the Hafs version, right, and the Khalaf version, because they contain grammar mistakes. Do you see, guys, the moment they started to add all these vowels, we call them vowels, damma fatha kasra, right? Damma fatha kasra, all these things on top. No, I'm not talking about the dots, right? The dots, the tanqid. No, the tashkid, the vowels. When people like Abu Asad al-Duwali and Yusuf ibn al-Hajjaj, when they much later started to make the Quran much easier to, because the rasm, the skeleton text without the dots, without the vowels, is really hard to read, right? So when they introduced the vowels, the Dhamma, Fatha, Kasra, and the Tanqid, they really corrupted the Quran even much further than it was already corrupted. Why is Allah allowing His Quran to be corrupted? Why? And guys, it's not only the written Quran that is corrupted, it's also the way they recite it. Muslims always say, Muslims always say, we don't care if the Quran contains a mistake in the written form. We care about what has been memorized by all these Muslims for the last 1400 years. That's what we care about. We care about the memorization. But wait, hello! It's also a mistake in the way you recite it. Forget about the books. Forget about the written Quran. The way you have memorized the Quran contains mistakes. Guys, are you taking notes? Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Emotional damage.
Oh man. And this is, guys, what I have to deal with. I have to waste my time in creating all these slides and make things more clear for the Muslims, and yet they attack us for helping them and fixing Allah's mistakes in the Quran. Imagine, guys, they are trying to ban me, flag my videos, while I'm helping them out of this mess. You should thank me, Muslims. You should thank me, not attack me. I'm helping you. I'm helping Allah. You should thank me, man. You should thank me. Yeah, of course, it's not a waste. I'm joking, right, guys? We are not wasting our time. The truth is not waste. When you try to help your brothers and sisters in humanity, which are the Muslims, right? It's not a waste of time because we have hope for everybody. That's what we always say, right, guys? We have hope for everybody. I'm joking, guys. I'm not wasting my time. What is wasting time? Go watching Netflix, playing video games, right? Playing video games, watching Netflix, watching doing all kind of hobbies that are not important. What are you going to achieve with all that kind of stuff? Nothing. Waste of time. That's true waste of time. Here we are learning for free, academic stuff for free, and we are helping Allah. We are helping the fake moon idol of Islam with his grammar. What do Muslims want more? We are here to help. Here's another example. Another example. Surah Al-Ashura, chapter 42 of the Quran, ayah 17. It's in front of you, right? And the last part is the disaster. The hour is near. As-sa'ata, as-sa'ata qarib. No, it should be qariba. Why? Because the sa is feminine, but the word qarib is masculine. It should be qariba. The hour is near. You see, guys? So it should not be qarib, it should be qariba. Feminine, feminine, not masculine, feminine. You see it? Allah again messing and mixing feminine and masculine forms of words. You cannot do that. You start with feminine, you have to continue with feminine. Basic grammar rules in Arabic. Feminine should be also feminine, not masculine. Mistake.
Emotional damage.
Why are Al-Azhar, Ya Shuyukh Al-Azhar, Ya Shuyukh, O Imams of Al-Azhar, O shaky sheikhs from Al-Azhar, why are you not fixing the Quran? Anyway, and guys, you don't need to be an expert to see the disaster here, right? The last word is missing a letter here. It's missing a letter. You see here, the qaf, the r, the letter r, then you have the ya, and the b, the ba. But you have to add another letter, te marbuta, to fix, we call it a closed T, te marbuta, right? And a T that is basically etched to the B. So here you have the B, the smiley face, but not with two dots, with one dot. It's the B, right? B, this word here, B. So we have to, after the B, we have to help Allah and add a T marbuta. We call that a T marbuta. Marbuta. So I helped Allah by adding an extra letter to fix the Quran here in this ayah. Well, guys, how many examples did I already give you? I lost count. And guys, like I said, there are around, at least, that we know of, there are at least around 2,000, listen carefully, 2,500 at least grammar, such grammar mistakes, but also spelling mistakes. And I'm only today talking about the grammar. Forget about the spelling, right? Let's see if I have time. If I have time today, guys, and I have more time in the end, I'm going to bring some spelling mistakes also. Don't worry. We'll see how far we will go today, or how far we will get. Right, guys? Are you enjoying what I'm showing today? Are you benefiting from this, or am I wasting my time with this kind of topics? Should we do these kind of topics in the future, but or is this a waste of time? What do you think, guys? Should we bring such topics often? What do you think? Because for some reason, many people are leaving. We had around 200 people, and for some reason, all of them left. What happened? Am I boring you guys? Am I putting you asleep? Should we? I'm not sure. It's because it's very academic, and it's really hard to digest if you are not an Arabic speaker, right? But I'm really trying my best to provide all these notes for you, and so that you can see the disasters. I'm trying, guys. Please keep me in your prayers. Pray, pray, please. Pray for my shortcomings. I am far from perfect. I am damaged goods. So I need your prayers. I need your prayers, guys. Pray for me, for my shortcomings. I am far from perfect. I am work in process. Right? I am work in process. So pray for me, guys. Pray for my shortcomings. But at least my Arabic, I can say that my Arabic is better than Allah's Arabic. That we can do and say.
Emotional damage.
Mhm. Let us continue. Chapter 33, Surah Al-Ahzab. Remember, Surah Al-Ahzab, according to Ubay ibn Ka'b, is missing at least 200. Guys, this surah that you see here, Surah Al-Ahzab that you see here in front of you, is missing at least 213 verses according to one of the four, and the specific name is Ubay ibn Ka'b. He said Surah Al-Ahzab used to be big as the biggest chapter, which is Surah Al-Baqarah, the cow. But Ubay said, when he was talking about Surah Al-Ahzab, he said, there was a time when Surah Al-Ahzab used to be big as Surah Al-Baqarah. Surah Al-Baqarah. So there are 213 verses missing, according to Ubay. What happened to these verses? Allahu A'lam. Allah does not know. Madri. They say Allahu A'lam, Allah knows best. No, Allah does not know best, else Allah would have said, I have abrogated them. Where's the ayah? Where's the ayah in today's Quran where Allah says, I Allah did nasakh, I abrogated 213 verses of Surah Al-Ahzab. Where is it? Nowhere.
Emotional damage.
Devoted sign, thank you, my friend. God bless you. Thank you for your comment, for the uplifting comment. I know, guys, these topics might be boring, but we have to bring these topics, I think. And majority vote counts. Guys, I'm not going to do this every week, you know, but so now and then we have to bring these kind of topics for live streams. Where is the mistake, Rob, in this ayah? Please, Rob, stop wasting our time. Surah Al-Ahzab, ayah 32, as you see, Allah should have said, Ya Nisa, Sorry. Ya Nisa an-Nabi, O wives or O women of the Prophet. So here Allah is talking, He is addressing the wives of Muhammad, the many wives of Muhammad. لستن كإحدى or كأحد, sorry, كأحد. It should be كإحدى, 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 not كأحد, as stated above. So Allah made a mistake addressing the women, the wives of Muhammad. He should have said كإحدى. The correct way to say it in an Arabic perfect sentence, you should have said يا نساء النبي لستن كإحدى من النساء. Allah said كأحد. Mistake. A blunder. Exactly, Al Huraira. A huge blunder Allah created again. Chapter 33, ayah 32. Again, I only took a screenshot and I put a red line under the word that contains a mistake, as you see. And I am fixing the mistake. I have more power than Allah. Allah, remember, Allah is da'if. Allah is asking help. Chapter 47, ayah 7. So I'm listening and I am fixing, I am helping Allah. Allah, guys, the other day I got a phone call from Allah, and Allah said, Rob, I know you have the Arabic skills, and I know you dare to cross that line that the Muslims don't. Please fix my Quran. And I said, okay, no problem. Allah asked a good question, brother Thitha. Allah asked me the other day, brother Thitha, to fix the Quran, brother. So here today, brother, together with you, we are fixing the Quran, brother. Thank you very much.
Emotional damage.
I am rewriting the Quran. As you see, in my slides, I am rewriting the Quran. Rob, you really should write a book about this. I should. But guys, as long as I can't do this full time, I need your help and support to do this full time. So finally, I have all the time to do this full time and finally write a book like Christian Prince. I have so many topics in my head that I want to write books about. I can write a very big book about these mistakes. Could be a bestseller, bro. Bro, it could be a bestseller, but I'm going to be hunted for eternity by Muslims. Like Salman Rushdie for his satanic verses, guys. They're going to put millions on my head. The one who finds Rob Christian will get 16 million. You're going to become filthy rich if you find me. Imagine if I write a book and for some reason that book becomes the bestseller. Oh, that would be amazing, man. The amount of damage that we could do. So guys, please pray for me. Pray that we can achieve. Pray that we can achieve full time. And people who want to help us financially, you can do that on patreon.com, patreon.com/RobChristian. Guys, only if you can, right? Only if you can. I'm not asking money. Please, guys, please, I'm not asking money. It's only my wish. It's only my wish. If this is the plan of God for me to do, this is my road, I have to do this, then that means it's my wish. If the Lord wishes me to do this, then so be it. Then I have to go full time. So I have more time to do more live streams, maybe finally write a book. I don't know. We will see what the future will bring. Right? We will see. Right? But I wish, I pray that more Christians slowly and slowly will realize how important our work is. I really wish that more people will see and we will get more help to achieve. I only want to achieve full-time ministry. That's it. That's my only wish in life. So I can do this full-time. I have a lot of work to do. I've realized that in the past couple of years. Right? I have a lot of work to do. But as you know, guys, I have family. I have a day job, a normal day job, to provide for my family. But I will continue as long the Lord wants me to do. If this is the plan of God, if this is the plan of God. So again, it should have been Ya Nisa an-Nabi lastunna ka'ihda, not ka'ahadin. Allah is an idiot. These are women, man. You should address them as women, right? These are not objects. Address them as living women. كإحدى, not كأحد. You idiot. Allah is an idiot. He doesn't know grammar. He's confused about women. Anyway, as you see, guys, grammatical mistakes in the Quran. And I forgot how many